Today we are going to learn how you can make automatic drinkers for the chicken manually. They are very cheap and easy to use. You get the yellow jerry can, grab a knife and cut into two pieces. Follow the line so that you get two equal pieces of the yellow jerry cans. This is where the chicken drink the water from. So these are the main drinkers. So after cutting, you get the two pieces of yellow and they are used on two different jerry cans drinkers. We have 6 floors of chicken houses. There are 6 floors. So the 5 floors are used with these jerry cans or these automatic jerry cans that you're seeing, and 1 floor has basins, but these ones are very easy. You refill them the whole day. These chickens spend the whole day drinking the water without refilling them in the middle of the day, so it is very easy to use them. After cutting the 2 jerry cans, you make a V shape on the jerry can that you have to refill the water, so that the water can come out automatically. After cutting that V, the water will always come out automatically so that the chicken can drink. You don't need to shake or the whole day you spend your time shaking the water so that the chicken can drink. So what you have to do, you cut a V on the front part of the jerry can, then you bend the jerry can. In the evening, I normally refill the jerry cans, but before I refill the drinkers, I come in the chicken house. I enter the chicken house. You can see all these jerry cans are cut in front. You cut the V. So before I refill in the evening, I enter the chicken house and start to bend all the drinkers that are empty so that they can drink all the remaining water in the drinker. After that, you put them out and refill the drinkers so that the next day you're not fully occupied with the chicken work because poultry work is tiresome, but once you get some things done so that the drinkers are fully refilled with the water, you spend the whole day without wasting your energy on the drinking water. You just feed the chicken and collect the eggs. So that is what I do on the farm. So these drinkers are very good to be used. They are cheap, and on top of the drinkers, I cover the plastic or the sacks that are hard, so that I put on top of the brick so that this cover cannot be taken down by the chicken because they jump and stand on top, and I prevent this chicken from making their poop directly in the drinking water. But if you leave the drinker just open on the top, you find that every chicken that stands on top, it does its poop directly in the drinking water. So you have to be always cleaning the drinking water, and on top of that, you cannot prevent coccidiosis from this chicken, but these covers are always on top to prevent the droppings from the drinking water. And in the evening, I take them down so that they don't beat the chicken. And I've never got that accident of finding the brick destroying or killing my chicken. So the covers help me a lot. I normally raise the drinkers on 2 bricks. Remember, my bricks are very big in size, so if you're having just small bricks, you have to raise them with 3 bricks. So I use 6. I use 5. For you, if you're having small bricks, you're going to use 6 bricks. So for me, I use 5 because they are big in size, and I make sure that the cover sits flat on the bricks, and I use the drinker very normally. Remember, it is cheap and it doesn't require you to be with a lot of workers to use it. So you can refill in the evening or early in the morning. You spend the whole day without thinking about the drinking water, because they're always drinking the water from the jerry cans and they drink equally. You cannot find that this drinker is empty, another one is not, is still full, so they drink the water equally. I stopped using the automatic drinkers that I bought, the berry drinkers that I used to use, because sometimes I used to find them when they are blocked. You find two that are blocked, the chicken are not drinking the water. You find some of them are linking. The next day you find one is blocked, one is linking. So you find the chicken house is very wet. The chicken are developing some diseases. They are swelling their feet because of the wet droppings that comes out of the linking drinkers. So all of that stress was stopped once I started using these manual system of drinkers. And I always install these drinkers when the chicks have made 1 month and a half. So I introduce the drinkers to the chicks, and by that time I use 1 layer of bricks. When they make 3 months, I add on the second layer of bricks to raise the drinkers so that they don't stand besides the covers, because they normally stand besides the covers. When they are making their dirty bath in their chicken droppings, if you get an attempt of putting these drinkers on the floor, you find all the drinking water is dirty because they scratch on the floor, and you find that the drinking water is very dirty. So to avoid that, you have to raise a little bit. I buy the yellow jerry cans from the normal shops, and I buy these berry drinkers, the round shaped drinkers where we refill the drinking water, from the petrol stations, because these are jerry cans that come with the oil that always, the car oils, all motorcycle oils. So I buy them from the petrol stations. I clean them using hot water. Then after cleaning them, you start to use them. The yellow jerry cans, I clean them every day. I wash them every day. And the berry jerry cans, I normally wash them every weekend, using some detergents. So it is very easy to clean them. That is all for today. Thank you so much for watching.